Obviously, 3 hours in a steamer, it's gonna be hot. That's the fucking wrong one. Fuck me. Cock. Bollocks. I'm Ronnie, we're up in the Tramshed Library. I'm Mark Hicks's group head chef, and today we're going to make a Sussex Pond Pudding. First of all, we're going to make the pastry. We've got some self-raising flour, a little bit of beef suet, real suet, off a real cow and everything. So we're going to put that onto a mixer. You could do it by hand. We're going to give that a little mix, just to bring it together. And then we're going to add some milk. So that's going to form just a very basic suet pastry. Okay, so we just take that off, just bring that together a little bit. Okay, so we'll wrap this. At this stage, it should look a little bit sticky. That'll firm up. Okay, so we're just gonna pop that into the fridge for an hour, hour and a half or so. So the filling, really healthy. Butter. How much? A lot. Brown sugar, so about 500 grams of butter, 500 grams of brown sugar. We've got quite a big pudding bowl today, but it is a sharing dish. So we're going to put that on, we're just going to let that mix together. In the meantime, whole lemon. We need as many holes in this as possible. What we're looking for here is for all that juice to be able to escape. So there's our pastry. That's gone a lot drier now, not so wet. More butter, just in case, so it's not going to stick. So a bit of self-raising flour. Now this is where everyone cocks up. So they make something with self-raising flour and then they roll it out in plain flour. And if you get enough flour into it, you kill your self-raising flour. A bit like when you make something gluten-free and then some donut rolls it out in normal flour. We can see in there, nice big flecks, beef suet. It's not for the faint-hearted, this, and it's certainly not for the vegetarians. So the idea of this is, the butter and the sugar are going to melt, to use a chefy term, emulsify, to you and I, mix together. And that's going to form a lemon, like a lemon sauce. So you want the pastry, it's going to soak up all that sauce. So you don't want it waffle thin. It's going to go a bit sort of spongy. And stick that into our bowl. Okay, so we're just going to press all that in. Again, not too perfect, that's okay. A little bit overlapped, bosh it in. I'm not one for faffing about too much, really. This is a big butch pudding. There's our filling, just butter and sugar. The trick here is not to overmix the butter and sugar. It's no good going out for a fag and forgetting about it, because what's going to happen then is you're going to get air into it, you're not going to be able to pack it in enough, it's going to be a sponge. When it cooks, it's going to sink down, no filling in it, you're going to get dry sponge. Lemon goes in the middle, then we're going to pack all that right in. This needs to be really full. So when you get the recipe, and you see the amount of pastry and then you see the amount of butter and sugar, you think, Jesus Christ, that can't be right. Obviously, it depends on the size of your lemon, but that can be a little bit domed. That's fine. So this is going to be our lid. Probably a bit much there. That's all right, we'll have a steak and kidney pudding later. So again, lid, same thickness. Now you could cut this nice and round and nice and neat and tidy, or we can just bosh it together. A little bit of water just around the edge there, help us form a seal. And then we're just going to crimp that, so finger and thumb, we're just going to push that together, just to form a little lip. It's like a stapler, if you like, but obviously without the staples. Okay, I need a knife. I'm fucking not very organised there. Okay, so obviously we've got a lot of excess pastry there. So the good thing about this is, that'll all re-roll, if we're careful with it, and we haven't overworked it earlier. Okay, so we've got our little edge. Now what we're going to do here, just to make doubly sure, is we're going to fold that edge onto itself again. So we end up with like a Rolling Stones fat lip. That's the best bit. So that's going to go really crispy. That's the bit that we're after. That's it, simple as that. Okay, so what's going to happen now, it's going to sit in the oven, it's going to have a little sleep, 3 hours. That butter and sugar, it's all going to melt down. So the idea of the whole lemon is we get that nice outside lemon zestiness, which is a bit sharper, and the juice. Now you always see people trying to eat the lemon. The lemon's not really for eating. It'll be so far cooked you probably could eat it. So a bit of greaseproof paper. I thought I'd get a little advert in here. Nice. And then we're going to tin foil that. So we'll do double tin foil. Just just to make sure it's all sealed in. We'll put that on the top. Now this recipe's in a really old cookbook of mine, and it says wrap it, string it. The thing is, this is an old recipe, and it used to go in old ovens and old gas and old everything else. These days, modern technology, that's going to be fine like that. In he goes. And I never did have a Blue Peter badge, but I'm sure I should have done. So there's one that we did about 3 hours ago. So now the moment of truth. Does it turn out? Now the good thing about this is, it's called a Sussex Pond Pudding because it's supposed to look like a mess. Right, here's a money shot. We've only got one. In he goes. Oh, look at that. There we go. So that's all mixed together. Our suet's all nice and crispy. Lemon's all broken down. Then we go in, bit of Jersey cream. Brilliant. We'll tuck into that. You'll be happy with that. And that's the Sussex Pond. Delicious. Very good for you. I'm Ronnie, Hicks Restaurants. See you later. We had a competition once to see whether someone could eat a whole one. You're not far off. Fat fucker.